Hi everyone, I am Anusha Ganesha. I'm a senior manager at North America Cloud Engineering at Oracle. Welcome to the Migrating PTC Windchill to OCI session. The Oracle Safe Harbor statement mentions that the content in the following slides are for informational purposes only and not contractual. The agenda for today would start with an overview of CloudLift services, followed by custom and third-party applications on OCI. We will then dive deep into the PTC Windchill architecture on-prem as well as on OCI and talk about the migration path. We will also look at a few other examples of migrating mission-critical applications to OCI. We will conclude with a summary and key takeaways. Oracle Cloud Lift Services enables customer workloads to be quickly and easily migrated to Oracle Cloud infrastructure, making the entire process seamless. The press release was made back in March 2021. Since then, we have successfully moved numerous workloads to OCI. As part of migrating your workloads to the cloud, we understand the cost and complexity. So Oracle provides access to cloud architects and engineers who will work with you every step of the way to understand your on-premises system or applications on other cloud providers and carve out a migration path to OCI and assist you with migration using our automated tooling. Custom and third-party applications on OCI. For the purpose of today's discussion, we will define a custom application as applications that are homegrown and built for certain business users that manage a part of the business. For example, automated industrial workflows. Third-party applications are applications that are built and managed by a different company, mostly addressing a larger technical space in a particular industry. For example, applications in healthcare or retail, or ISV or SaaS applications. This is a map of the various OCI regions across the globe. A region is defined as a geographic location with one or more data centers or availability domains. There are currently 40 regions across various continents. There are 2 GovCloud regions in the United States, in Ashburn and Phoenix. There are also 12 Microsoft Azure Interconnect regions. OCI is a complete infrastructure platform to run all of your IT workloads, starting from enterprise applications to cloud-native solutions. Oracle applications include EBS, JDE, and Siebel that can be migrated to the cloud for better TCO and productivity. Custom applications can be moved and improved to OCI to realize better performance and cost. ISV applications can be run with all the cloud native services that are available to meet requirements such as 24/7 operations, as well as complex deployments across different geographies, exposing the application over the internet, and also managing various customer traffic patterns. There are various developer services and Oracle container engines available to deploy your high-performance microservices, as well as there are pre-built applications and integrations for on-premises and SaaS. AI and machine learning capabilities can be easily built into your applications using pre-built perceptions and data models. Compute and storage instances are highly customizable as well as cost efficient. Databases are available as Oracle databases, which are autonomous as well as high performing. An example of an open source database would be the MySQL HeatWave, which provides capabilities for transaction management, ETL, as well as machine learning. You can also bring your VMware farm as is to run on the Oracle Cloud VMware solution. All of these cloud services are available as a platform that is secure, that can be easily managed, monitored, and governed. Why OCI for custom and third-party applications? OCI provides SLAs for performance, availability, and manageability. It provides various cost optimization solutions, as well as a lot less expensive than other cloud providers. Your OCI platform is secure, and the security-first postures protects customers from security threats while running their workloads on the cloud. There are various developer tools and cloud-native services available to build and deploy your applications, as well as manage them during operations. The migration approach for custom and third-party applications can be either a simple lift and shift or move and improve. With lift and shift, we take your current footprint in terms of VMs, databases, and other data and do a lift and shift to OCI using cloud native tools, as well as automation tools that are available. With move and improve, we go through a process of building out a custom image, creating VMs using that custom image, also re-architecting your application using cloud-native solutions to rebuild your application so that we can realize better performance and cost optimizations. And beyond that, the steps of reconfiguring your application, testing, and cutting it over to production remains the same. PTC Windchill on OCI. In early 2020, Gardner Denver merged with Ingersoll Industrial to become the world's largest provider of flow control and industrial solutions over 40 plus brands. Their mission is to make the lives of employees, customers, and communities better through technology that is easily accessible and also services that can meet their mission. To support this mission, they did an analysis and evaluation of various cloud providers and partners and decided to go with OCI with overall better performance and better cost compared to other providers. Why OCI for PTC Windchill? We talked about some OCI benefits, but some of the main governing reasons here are cost optimizations. There are no many surprises. There is higher cost performance for compute instances, better storage performance, as well as a network that is fast, reliable, and inexpensive. An application like PTC Windchill can be very resource intensive because it manages drawings, which are CAD drawings that are used by various engineers, and depending on the frequency of access, there are a large number of uploads or downloads. OCI provides performance SLAs, which helps these performance requirements. The most successful customers have leveraged cloud lift services to move their workloads from on-prem to OCI or other cloud providers to OCI. Our architects and engineers have worked every step of the way to architect, plan, and execute your migrations, and also help you all the way till cutover and actually being live on Oracle Cloud infrastructure. PTC Windchill. PTC Windchill is a PLM software. A PLM software allows you to manage and define the business processes for the end-to-end product lifecycle. A lot of companies are looking to cloud-based PLM software that is highly adaptable and agile. Aligning a lot of business processes around supply chain and planning towards one PLM platform is very beneficial. The key components would be configuration management as well as real-time collaboration. There are highly advanced data visualizations available for stakeholders across the different phases of the product lifecycle. The application suite is very modular. It is role-based and can be configured for different customers based on their needs. PTC Windchill is available both as an on-prem offering as well as a cloud-based SaaS offering. For the purpose of this presentation, we will continue reviewing the on-premises PTC Windchill architecture and how that was lifted and shifted to OCI. PTC Windchill architecture. In this architecture diagram, we have a three-tiered architecture. The client tier usually includes the authoring tools for CAD, such as ArborText or Creo. The application architecture involves the various applications or modules for product data management, collaboration management, as well as emerging technologies like IoT. It also holds the business objects and the data objects. The integration and data layer makes it very easy for PTC Windchill to integrate with other ERP and CRM software. The metadata for the application is stored in a relational database. And in this case, it's an Oracle database. The application's servers ensure that the data and files are available to different servers across various regions. This can be done on OCI, or the customer can continue to work with their existing content delivery network provider for this requirement. The file vault is a very critical part of PTC Windchill that stores and houses some of the large CAD drawings, which are large in volume, as well as usually very big. PTC Windchill to OCI, the migration steps. Step one would be to assess your inventory, the current deployment that the customer has, and list out the various components like the CAD workers, the CAD communities, and every other application that is deployed. Each of it needs to be evaluated in detail to carve out a migration path to the cloud or OCI. As part of step two, we design the future state architecture on OCI and deploy the VMs and databases that are required and set up the landing zone. Step three would be migrating the actual applications and databases. Step four would be to test your applications on the new platform, going through user acceptance testing and going through a cutover with minimal downtime. PTC Windchill on OCI. So this is an architecture diagram of PTC Windchill on OCI. Here we have the PTC Windchill instance deployed in one region across two availability domains for high availability. Starting from the top and going all the way down, the entry point to OCI is the load balancer, which redirects traffic to the different method servers. The backend servers retrieve and process the CAD diagrams or drawings that are needed. The database here is a two-node DBAS on a compute instance. The file vault is the OCI file storage. Another way of optimizing the performance would be to use a ZFS appliance with block volume data replication. Some of the other supporting services would be Solar, which is the indexing and search application. PSM is a PTC Windchill monitoring tool, which can be used at an application level in addition to the overall monitoring that is available with OCI. The overall timeline to migrate PTC Windchill from on-prem to OCI was over 4 months. The different phases included starting off with workshops and design discussions with the customer to understand the current state and plan out the migration. The OCI setup phase is where we set up the CIS landing zone. We have automated Terraform scripts to do the provisioning of the network and configure all security. We have tooling available that automates the migration of the application tier, which is usually VMs, and also the data tier, which is databases, as well as the files on a file system. Once that is done, we go into reconfiguring the application. The application goes through a testing cycle, which is usually an integration testing and a user acceptance testing. And then we finally work with the customer to help plan their cutover and help them go live on OCI. Let's take a look at a few other mission-critical applications that run on OCI. Here are a few examples of migrating various workloads, and there is a migration path depending on the type of workload that you're looking at. So Oracle packaged applications like eBusiness Suite, Siebel, and GDE has its own application migration lifecycle. Non-Oracle and custom applications can be lifted and shifted or moved and improved based on the few examples that we've reviewed. Databases can be Oracle or non-Oracle databases, setting up the solution on OCI, provisioning the databases, and then using the right kind of tooling to migrate or map the data. And sometimes we do upgrades as part of the process. VMware comes with HCX to lift and shift VMs to Oracle Cloud VMware solution. Third-party integrations and reporting systems can be mapped to equivalent services that are available on Oracle Cloud infrastructure, or it can be modernized and moved to OCI as is. Retail. The OCI platform allows retailers to run applications that improve their overall merchandising, inventory management, warehouse management, and also gather feedback and customer data to make important decisions. Some of the key highlights is to reduce downtime, both during and after migration. The target platform is databases, use as much automation as possible during the migration with the goal of improving performance. Healthcare. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure allows you to run any healthcare workloads starting from on-premises legacy workloads to more modern cloud-native applications that leverage artificial intelligence or data science. All this to improve the overall patient experience in healthcare. Some of the key highlights of the platform itself includes the availability of these services like high-performance computing, AI and machine learning, as well as data consolidation and processing large volumes of data, and also availability of flexible cloud environments. Utilities. Smart Grid is an application that allows a two-way communication between consumers or customers and the utility companies. In this scenario, usually large volumes of data are gathered from the different smart meters. Data is aggregated and used to generate reports or billing or make meaningful decisions out of it. Some of the key highlights in this scenario while moving a highly distributed application would be ability to migrate large number of VMs, over 150, using automated tooling, as well as migrating 10 plus terabytes of data from MongoDB, as well as an Oracle database, improvising both on the actual migration timelines as well as the performance after it is deployed to OCI. Key summary and takeaways. So we've looked at the example of migrating PTC Windchill to OCI. In addition to that, with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure and Cloud Lib Services, you can migrate any of your mission-critical applications to OCI in 3 simple steps: assessing your current landscape, mapping it out to OCI, completing the migrations, doing a validation and testing of your application, and being live on OCI. All this can be done on a platform that helps you with improved security, scalability, availability, and resilience. Thank you.